Welcome all earthlings and other beings. My name is Lara and this is Zoller Tarot and Art. In this episode, I'm going to be reading your tarot and oracle cards in layers, and I'm going to tie that into an image that I received in a meditation download. And during the reading, what I'll be doing is you'll be able to see me finish the drawing at the same time I'm doing the reading, and at the very end, you can see the finished and colorized piece. So I tried doing this reading before and it didn't work out. I kept dropping the cards and it didn't record. Part of it didn't record and it was so weird. So that's why the drawing was actually started here. But I'm going to explain what I was seeing. So I kept seeing this serpent, right? And sort of this formation. The formation reminds me kind of the Fibonacci sequence, the golden mean, right? Which occurs naturally in out in nature everywhere. So it looks like spirals, right? So that's what this snake looked like. And I kept hearing the song from from the original cartoon called The Jungle Book. And, you know, there was Mowgli, who was a little boy who was raised by the jungle animals. And then at one point, he gets caught by the snake. And I don't remember the snake's name. I think it's Ka or something like that. Anyway, and the snake is singing to him to hypnotize him. And so the song I keep hearing is, "Trust in me, just in me, close your eyes and trust in me." And went along with this image, so I thought that was pretty interesting. So what I'm getting a sense is that there might be somebody who's trying to seduce you or trying to get you to think differently than you normally think. And we're going to get clarification on that because snakes can symbolize many, many things. But just because of that song, I feel like there's somebody who might be trying to manipulate you. I'm not sure their manipulations are going to work, though. So let me go ahead and do the initial spread here. And so we don't waste any time, I'm going to go ahead and speed this up. So here we go. Okay, I've laid out your cards and with clarifiers. I'm going to talk about the spread because there's some interesting things here that tie into the image. So just keep in mind, though, that this is not a personal reading. This is a collective reading, so that means multiple people watching at multiple times. And if you're here, there probably is something for you. But if something doesn't sound right to you, if it doesn't fit, please don't try to force it and make it fit because it's probably for somebody else. So also, he and she are interchangeable. Whatever your gender is, however you identify, is just take it as it applies. So, all right. So here's what I'm seeing. You're an extremely intuitive person. Like, I'm seeing tons of intuition. You got the Queen of Cups twice, and you've got the High Priestess, and you got the King of Cups, and you've got the Moon. And let's see what else. Yeah. So that's like a lot of indicators of someone who's extremely intuitive. And you're tapped in too. See, here's the star. Right. So I feel like you have this like new love offer coming in, or there's somebody who is offering you love who's coming in, because you got the Knight of Cups here, but you're not really sure. And you feel like there's something hidden and you're trying to look deeper as this Queen of Cups, which it's emphasizing twice here, because you don't want anything interfering with your healing, or you might be someone who is an influencer who has some sort of stardom, either coming or you experiencing some of that now. Or people are noticing, right? And I know for sure because you've got the Page of Swords here, which means people are definitely watching. Extremely intuitive though, and things are hidden. So when I got the song from Jungle Book, "Trust in me, just in me, close your eyes and trust in me," it's just like you're used to dealing with snakes. I feel like you've dealt with a lot of players, snakes, narcissists, things like that, and and you've seen it, you've done it, and you're done with that, right? That's just something that's, and you just don't really want any more of that. And you know that these kind of types of people are very snaky. They're con artists. They, you know, are takers. And you're a giver, and you're intuitive. You're a healer. A healer. The Queen of Cups is a healer as well. So there are people who want to glom onto your energy, is what I'm feeling. And you have to be very, very careful and selective about who you let into your inner realm at this point, because you've experienced what it's like to deal with snakes. Yeah, okay, so this is about a partnership or love, and I feel like you've been waiting a long time. Like you've been waiting a long time for the right person to come in. Maybe it's the right partnership, or maybe it's the right love interest. I think it's a love interest because of this Knight of Cups here. But you're having to really use your intuition. Also, I'm getting a lot of energy around defense. So you got the Nine of Wands here, in Nine of Wands twice, right? So this is about towing the line. This is about having integrity, taking the high road. You're maintaining boundaries. So boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. You might be drained and you're having to put like a final push in, right? It's almost like you're having to like really stick it out. She's, you can see her, she's like half of her clothing's off and she's still got a stick and she's saying, dude, don't come near me. And, you know, here she's standing strong and tall and she's saying, I'm part of this fence and these are my boundaries right here. Don't you dare cross them. So, you know, the reason this is happening is because you've been hurt so badly in the past by snakes, right? And you're defending your Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles is you're defending your legacy, you're defending your children, maybe you have grandchildren or great-grandchildren, I don't know, but you want to defend what you've built and what you're leaving behind as a legacy. So, you know, the Ten of Pentacles is like ultimate, like wish fulfillment, stability, security, and like an inheritance, a windfall, happy home, privilege, feeling very secure. But you want to defend that, right? And I can just see you've been keeping your head down. You've been like probably saving money or trying to work differently with your money, working hard, trying to work with others in a really healthy way, but also maintaining your boundaries. And good for you. Boundaries are very important. You know, snakes are very slithery. They can get in, especially the sneaky kind of one that wants to like hypnotize. They, you know, you got to keep your eye on things like that. And it's been being reiterated here by the Seven of Swords, which, you know, this is a picture of an outraged raven. And there's this guy who's sneaking off, who's got a knife in their hand, and they've got all these feathers like in their backpack, and they've got their little hoodie on trying to sneak away. From these outraged ravens, but the moon is shining on them. So clarity is coming, and this is also right here, because you have the High Priestess, which is high intuition, but is also about things that are hidden, just like the moon. But it's over the sun, and the sun is about things being revealed, right? Just like on the Seven of Swords. This is the moon here, but it's shining a light on him as he's trying to get away. So you are seeing the truth, or you're going to see the truth. Yeah, about who the snakes are and who your real friends are. And this might have been a long, hard road. You know, I've seen the Knight of Pentacles here. But it's a reliable road. To take the time to really listen to your intuition, to really tap in, it's going to make all the difference, right? So let's pull some cards on getting some clarification on this particular reading. I'm going to move it out. Okay. What do you need to know? What does the collective need to know? More clarification, please. Yeah. Another one, please. Another one, please. All right. So it's saying, create your own paradise, protect your flow, and remember kindness. Yeah, I'm hearing this song by Poe when I'm seeing this, create your own paradise, and she's angry and she's singing this song about she's created this garden, it's beautiful, and this person that she's singing to is no longer welcome in their garden, right? So you're keeping the snakes out of your garden. you're creating your own paradise, which means that all of the falseness, all the inauthenticity, people who want to play games, people who don't want to hold up their end, people who want to take without giving, those kinds of things, you're keeping those people out because that will destroy the paradise. So you're being very careful. I see that. It says protect your flow. Yeah, another protection card right here on top of I'm getting double Nine of Wands. So this is another one saying you really need to protect what you have, and what your flow is, you need to protect it. So I find this interesting too, because when I tried to do this reading originally, there were so many like interferences. I knew something in energy was interfering and didn't want me to get the message out. And I actually had to do another clearing on top of the regular clearing that I did. I put an end to it though. They can't get in now. So I'm doing this reading now. But it was interesting because when I did the original reading, which ended up not being recorded properly, I was dropping cards. I was like, it was very, very bizarre. It was a bizarre energy. So now that's settled. That's done. So this is again like protecting your flow. So whatever your flow is, in this case it was me doing the reading, but whatever your flow is, whatever it is you love to do, make sure that you protect that. Don't let any snakes into your garden. You keep that out. Keep your boundaries strong so you can allow yourself to be yourself and use your imagination. And then it says remember kindness. So kindness for others, of course, but be kind to yourself first. Be kind to yourself, genuinely kind, like really loving, like loving everything about yourself and talking kindly to yourself inwardly and outwardly. So when you're speaking of yourself to other people, be kind about yourself. And when you're talking to yourself inwardly, be aware of how you're speaking to yourself. Be very, very kind. It's important. So let's see what your obstacles are. You know, and remembering kindness for yourself will allow other people to come in and who are kind as well to match that energy. But beware of those who want to mistake your kindness for weakness. All right. Also, I'm going to be listing all of these cards, the names of the decks, down below in the description box, so that, you know, if there's a deck you like, you can get it, but also because I want to show appreciation for all the amazingly talented creators of these beautiful decks that all the readers use. I just love my decks. So, okay, what are the obstacles, please, for this collective? Let's see. Another one, please. Interesting. Okay, another one. So what I'm seeing here is you're feeling kind of blocked in some areas. You might not have the money that you need right now or the resources. There might be something that you're waiting to come in, some kind of abundance or something. And I feel like it will because you have the Sun card here and you've been working really, really hard. I see that. And you've been like keeping your boundaries up. So the money will come and it will flow in. But I see that you've been kind of concerned about that. I don't feel like you need to be too worried, but it has been a concern. And then the King of Cups, you know, this is the King of Cups here too, but this is in an obstacle position. So it's telling me that maybe you're having a hard time at times staying emotionally balanced, that you might need to do a little bit more healing or meditation or something like that. Yeah, and looking inward a bit more. You might be a little bit worried. I don't know why I'm picking that up, but and you might be finding too that maybe people around you are kind of imbalanced, and so you got to be careful about not allowing that energy to imbalance you. Just keep finding your grounding. Yeah, right. And maybe you're concerned about who's loyal, who's not loyal, because the King of Cups is a very loyal person. And then you've got the Page of Pentacles here. It's interesting because Page of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles are new jobs, new beginnings, and money, things like that, resources. Excuse me. And then so, you know, you had the Page of Pentacles up here, and this was about things kind of being stagnant or slowly moving, kind of really slow, and that's a little bit worrisome for you. You know, because you really had to protect yourself, and you're just like going during when are things coming in, you know. But it is coming in. It's just that you're still waiting. It's just looking at that like with sort of like, oh, okay, come on, you know. So I feel like it's been a little bit, you're worried about things taking too long or feeling a little bit stagnant. I can see that. But let's pull on what solutions there are. So what are the solutions for this collective, please? What's the best thing they can do for best results? Best things they could do. Yeah. Okay, another one, please. Best thing they can do. Resources for best results. What can I do? Best results. Okay, this one, no, this one. Okay. This one? No. Okay, it wants me to shuffle again. There we go. Okay. Ha-ha. All right. Okay, so you have infinite abundance, you have stepping into power, and you have traveling lightly. Yeah, this is talking about what you can do to get best results. So believe in your infinite abundance. Believe that this is coming. See it coming. Don't let anything interfere in your thoughts on that. Don't let the doubts come in. This says abundance is pouring into your life. So you have abundance coming to you. Don't block it. I mean, you got the Sun card here, which is fantastic. That's definitely abundance as well. So this is just reassurance that that's definitely coming. So believe in that. And then it says stepping into power. You're strong beyond measure. You've been through a lot. You know, this guy's here. He's like trudging through the snow on a really cold night and leading these other people with his lantern, and he has to be strong. He has to be the leader. So I feel like you've really been stepping into your power, and that starts with maintaining boundaries, right? Boundaries are so important. And even intuitively, you know, like there are boundaries that can be formed and protection that you can build around your intuition. So if you're picking up on interference like I was with the initial reading that didn't get recorded, you might have to go back in and say, okay, there are leaks here, there's someone getting in, there's an energy getting in, something that's interfering, and I need to block that out, or I need to transform it somehow. So that's you stepping into your power. And then it says travel lightly, simplify your life. So maybe making things too complicated sometimes doesn't work so well. You know, maybe it's time to like clean out your house, clean out your closets, clean out your car, clean up your body. You know, maybe you need to do a cleanse. I highly recommend a vegan diet. That's worked for me to raise my vibration and it simplified things. And you know, so in simplification, it actually increases what the chi flow, like that you find in feng shui, which is like the placement of objects and things that you to create a certain flow of energy. And it might be that there's just too much clutter and you need to get rid of that. Also, this could be clutter of the mind. So this might call for you know, some meditation and everything. But I really feel like just keeping your boundaries up energetically and with other people is going to help you keep your energy focused so that you can achieve the things you want to. And when this abundance comes in, that's really going to be nice for you. And you know, this intuition thing is coming up so strong. It's reminding me of a quote from Dune by Frank Herbert. The Dune series is like one of my favorite series. Anyway, it says, there should be a science of discontent. People need hard times to develop psychic muscles, right? So to really step more into your Queen of Cups, to be more the healer, to be more the psychic, to be more of the intuitive, that's going to, you know, sometimes we have to be the butterfly. So that's a really good example. Or a snake, like a snake shedding its skin, right? So it goes through phases where it has to shed its entire outer skin. I think that's called going into the blue because their eyes turn blue or something. But you know, there's a downtime where you have to do that so that you can emerge new again. So yeah, to grow and to be fresh and clean here, simplifying, letting go of the things you don't need. So I'm going to pull from this deck here and see if there's any more advice. What else do we need to know? What do we need to know, please? All right. Okay, another one, please. And another one. I don't take drop cards. Okay. There. Oh, okay. So what I'm seeing is it looks like you really need to have more fun. Yeah. Accept who you are. You know, the moose is a very large animal that you can't miss. It's got a big rack of horns on it, right? And also you got to be careful around them because if you disturb them, they could be very violent. I don't think violence is involved here, but this card is talking about acceptance and eccentricity. So, you know, you might be a very eccentric person if you're an intuitive. You might be another reader or something like that, but you might, you know, work in a field that's very intuitive, and you might be considered to be kind of eccentric, and you might have worried about this in the past, like wanting to fit in more. But who needs to fit in? Like, who cares what anybody else thinks? Do your thing. Be free to take the actions that you know intuitively intuitively are the right actions, regardless of what anyone else thinks. It's way more freeing when you don't care. I can speak from experience, but it's just like you got to do your own thing and create your own beauty. You have to create your own way, your own paradise. We had paradise. What was that earlier? Create your own paradise. Yeah, right here. See, remember this card? Create your own paradise. Be your eccentric self. Embrace your eccentric self. That's fun. That's way more fun. And we need variation in life too. Why, if everybody's the same, that's boring. Anyway, yeah, and here it's saying playful. This is dolphins, playfulness, cooperation. So, being playful in the things that you do will allow you to have more fun. And then you'll get to see who the snakes are and who they aren't. You'll be able to intuit it out. But having more fun in your life allows you to really have a quality life. And that's very, very important. So I feel like I want to pull just one more card. Let's do a Kali Ma, the Kali Ma deck. Huh. What does Kali Ma have to say to you? Right. Yeah, so that quote I was saying, the Dune quote, there should be a science of discontent. People need hard times to develop psychic muscles. Just value the difficult things you've been through because you're so talented, you're so intuitive, and you needed to be broken open. You needed to be the butterfly who emerged from the cocoon, going in as a caterpillar and all, going to mush and then coming out this gorgeous creature. So it's been worth it. It's, this is the path, right? So what do we need to know, Kali Ma? Let's see. All right, so there's the image, and it says, Bhuvaneshwari, she is the rising sun, the sun, marking the ending of darkness and the replenishment of life force after illness or devastation. She creates a clean slate and fresh start. She protects and preserves that which is worthy of the heart. She shines in a perpetual state of divine beauty and radiance, attracting to us the most supportive and honoring circumstances. So you might be having a glow up right now, which is nice. That's definitely going to bring in suitors. Right? But not all of them are the right one for you. So just be selective because eventually you'll get your King of Cups. You'll see clearly. So it's talking about the sun. It's the ending of darkness. So it's talking about this hard road you've been on, this illness. You might have been sick for a while or devastated by a heartbreak. Or perhaps money worries or something that happened, but now the clean slate's coming in, a fresh start. You've maintained your boundaries. You're using your intuition wisely. Now have some fun, and this is going to go great for you. Right. So thank you so much for being here to watch this episode. I hope that you found something in here for yourself, even as just artistic inspiration. But hopefully there was a good message in here for you as well. And I do appreciate you being here and watching. I appreciate the likes and subscribes. That helps the channel grow, and then more people can get the messages that they need and be inspired as well. So it's just sort of a train reaction. So thank you again, and until I see you next time. Bye-bye.